You will be sorry if you miss this video. We are going to reveal the secrets of power and influence. Your friends and co-workers will want to know more at the end. Let's get started. Warning: make careful use of these methods. If you have too much influence, you might become a very scary cult leader, but at least you'll have a loyal fan base. For a while, anyhow. Let's keep this between us, okay? Anchoring is the name of our first technique. With the help of this effective tool, you may link particular emotions or feelings to specific triggers. You may affect how someone feels and responds in a certain circumstance by doing this. For instance, you can utilize anchoring to link the price to a positive emotion if you are trying to sell a car and the buyer is apprehensive about the cost. Saying something like, "This car is a real gem and I'm sure you'll be very happy with it," is an example. Although the price is $10,000, I'm open to lowering it little. By doing this, you're using the pleasant emotion of happiness to fix the $10,000 price. And contentment. This increases the likelihood that the customer will be satisfied with the pricing and be more inclined to pay it. Naturally, that joy may not last long if they discover the vehicle has an unexplained oil leak and a propensity to drive itself to deserted petrol stations at 3 in the morning. Or perhaps you're attempting to persuade a friend to accompany you to a concert. Anchoring can be used to connect the concert to a feeling of positivity. Saying, "This band is amazing and I'm sure we're going to have a great time," is one example. The concert costs $100, by the way, but I can negotiate a price for us. By doing this, you're using the positive emotion of having a fantastic time to anchor the concert, and enthusiasm. This increases your friend's likelihood of enjoying the concert and agreeing to accompany you. I understand that you may be thinking that this is too good to be true, but believe me when I say that anchoring is a legitimate and effective strategy that you may use in any circumstance. Just be careful not to overdo it, or you could come across as manipulating. You don't want to be known as the office manipulator, I promise. That's a title that's hard to shake off. Our second technique is called social proof. This psychological principle, known as social proof, emphasizes that individuals are inclined to mimic the behaviors of others, particularly when uncertainty clouds their decision-making. Leveraging the concept of social proof equips you with the ability to sway people's actions and encourage them to align with your choices. For instance, imagine you are rallying a group to venture into a novel eatery. Utilizing the power of social proof, you might casually mention, "This restaurant is incredibly popular, and a myriad of my acquaintances have expressed their absolute adoration for its exquisite cuisine. I am confident that your dining experience will be equally delightful." By doing so, the probability of the group heeding your suggestion and opting to give the restaurant a try significantly increases. It is important to ensure that the testimonials you provide accurately reflect the real sentiments of your friends who have genuinely enjoyed the restaurant. After all, no one desires to be the unwitting pioneer vouching for an establishment whose menu consists of perplexing concoctions better suited for a daring culinary explorer. Hence, it is crucial to maintain honesty and integrity when employing social proof as a persuasive technique. Our third technique is called scarcity. The psychological principle of scarcity is a powerful tool often used in marketing strategies to increase the perceived value of a product or service. It operates on the premise that when something is limited in quantity or availability, people tend to desire it more. By leveraging scarcity, marketers can create a sense of urgency and exclusivity, motivating consumers to act swiftly. For instance, in a retail setting, highlighting the limited stock of a popular item can spark a sense of urgency in potential buyers. Phrases like "only a few items left" or "selling out fast" can drive customers to make a purchase decision sooner rather than later. This tactic plays on the inherent fear of missing out, also known as FOMO, prompting individuals to take immediate action to secure the desired product before it's too late. Moreover, scarcity can be particularly potent when promoting high-demand items, such as exclusive collectibles or limited edition releases. The appeal of owning something rare or unique triggers a sense of exclusivity and prestige among consumers, fueling their desire to acquire the item before it's no longer available. In more extreme cases, scarcity can even be manipulated for unethical purposes, as seen in illegal markets where scarce commodities like internal organs are exploited for profit. The dire scarcity of such items breeds desperation among potential buyers, pushing them to extreme measures in pursuit of the limited resource. Our fourth technique is called commitment and consistency. Committing to a psychological principle is more effective when done by publicly announcing or writing it down. This principle suggests that individuals are inclined designed to fulfill commitments once they have been made openly or in written form. By initiating a person with a small commitment, it is possible to leverage their behavior towards making larger commitments in the future. For instance, if you are endeavoring to convince a companion to join you on a journey, employing the principles of commitment and consistency can be advantageous. Encouraging your friend to take on a small aspect of the trip, such as selecting the destination or deciding on the dates, can create a foundation for them to eventually commit to the entire journey as a whole. This gradual approach to commitment not only makes it easier for individuals to align their actions with their promises, but also enhances the likelihood of them upholding subsequent commitments. By fostering a sense of reliability and ensuring that initial commitments are honored, individuals can be significantly influenced to undertake more substantial obligations in the future. In essence, this strategy of building commitment incrementally can be a powerful tool in guiding individuals towards fulfilling their promises and taking on greater responsibilities in various aspects of their lives. Our fifth technique is called mirroring. Mirroring is a powerful communication tool that involves replicating the nonverbal cues of the person you are interacting with, such as their body language, facial expressions, and speech patterns. This technique establishes a subconscious connection and fosters a sense of trust and understanding. Let's illustrate its effectiveness with a scenario. Envision yourself trying to gain your colleagues' support for a project. Employing mirroring can be instrumental in building rapport and enhancing communication. By subtly mimicking their gestures, expressions, and tones, you can establish a harmonious atmosphere that encourages alignment and cooperation. Keep in mind the importance of moderation. While mirroring can create a positive connection, excessive imitation may result in an awkward and unnatural interaction. Striking a balanced approach is key to leveraging this technique effectively. Remember, the goal is to facilitate a genuine connection and mutual trust, not engage in a peculiar synchronicity competition. Avoid the pitfalls of overzealous mirroring to ensure that your interactions remain authentic and productive. By mastering the art of mirroring, you can enhance your ability to influence others positively and build stronger professional relationships. Our sixth technique is called liking. This is a psychological principle that states that people are more likely to be influenced by someone they like or respect. By using liking, you can create a positive connection with someone and make it more likely that they'll follow your lead. Let's say you're trying to persuade a potential client to work with you. You can use liking by finding common ground or shared interests. For example, you can say, "I noticed that we both love rock climbing. Have you tried the climbing gym downtown?" This creates a positive connection and makes it more likely that the client will want to work with you. Just remember, even if your only common ground is a shared love for true crime documentaries, that's enough to build a bridge of influence, especially if you're casing their house. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a common sense technique, but trust me, liking is a powerful tool that you can use to create a positive connection with someone and make it more likely that they'll follow your lead. Our seventh is called authority. According to this psychological theory, people are more likely to adhere to the direction of a person they consider to be in a position of authority. You can position yourself as an authority figure or expert and increase the likelihood that others will follow your example by exercising authority. Suppose you are attempting to convince a team of workers to embrace a new process. Presenting yourself as an authority person or expert is one way to exercise authority. You may state, for instance, that after researching and testing other workflows, this one has turned out to be the most successful. I really think we should embrace it. This gives you credibility and increases the likelihood that staff members will follow your example.